Friends, this is a hard video for me to make, but it would be harder for me not to make this video. So this video is about Kashmir. Many of you know that I've traveled all around the world. In the past 5 years, I've been to India, I've been to Thailand, I've been to Indonesia, and along my travels, I got to visit a very magical place called Kashmir in the northern tip of India. This is a very complex and disputed situation with this land, and the Kashmiri people have suffered. And especially in the most recent news, as of today, there's been a curfew imposed for a week. The Indian soldiers are occupying the Kashmiri towns, villages, and cities, and they're not letting people leave their houses, not even for milk or food or to tend to their sick family. Many people are being injured and are dying right now in Kashmir. I am hardly one to speak of the complexities of this situation, but if there's one thing I should say is that I do not support Pakistan, I do not support India, I support the sovereignty of the Kashmiri people, just as I support the sovereignty of every living soul on this planet. So, I stand in support of the Kashmiri people, and I ask my friends to say a prayer for the people in Kashmir who are suffering. They're suffering a grave injustice. We may be divided by religion, by the color of our skin, by the language that we speak, or the political ideas that we hold, and yet what binds us is our humanity and our desire to have our children grow healthy, strong, in peace. So my request to my viewers, if you've watched this far, thank you so much. I ask that you please just say a prayer for the Kashmiri people. Light a candle and put out a prayer to them that they know peace, that they find serenity, that they find a resolution to this conflict that has plagued them since 1947, when they were promised sovereignty, and that they have been denied since then. So, my love goes out to the Kashmiri people. I support you. I support your struggle. I do not support Pakistan. I do not support India. I support the Kashmiri people and their right to self-determination. And I say this as someone who has been to Kashmir, who has felt the oppression in the streets, who has seen the roads go very much untended, who has seen children not going to school, who has seen and witnessed and experienced the harsh realities of life in Kashmir, and yet I also experienced the kindness and generosity of the Kashmiri people firsthand. I sat with many families from Srinagar to Bemina. I experienced the craftsmanship, the kindness, the strength of the family, and the spirit of the Kashmiri people, and that's what I support. So my prayer for Kashmir is that they find resolution, they find sovereignty, they find peace for themselves, for their children, and for the future of that beautiful land, of which my heart will always be a part. Forgive me if I don't speak up more on this issue. It's difficult because I don't have the whole story. I know that there's a lot that I don't know. I admit that. And it's hard to speak from that place, but what I can speak from is just love. Unconditional love. And that's my hope for my brothers and sisters in Kashmir, is that through this great time of suffering, you find healing. Through this time of darkness, you find the light. And through this time of misery, you do not lose hope that peace can return to your beautiful land, and forgiveness and healing is possible for those who believe. My love to you, my friends all around the world, and please pay attention, my friends, to the news of what's happening in Kashmir, and when you read and hear anything, just remember that I asked you to say a prayer for our friends in Kashmir.
A doctor's mission should be not just to